Hey, what's up, battery-powered fans? You're on another episode of Commuting with Chris for the morning of Thursday, September 20th, 2018. If you were one of the lucky folks that pre-ordered the iPhone XS, XS Max, or Series 4 Apple Watch, tomorrow is going to be a pretty exciting day for you. I can't wait to get my Max. I'm very excited about that. And I think the question of the day here, just kind of a short one that I stumbled on. Every time a new device comes out, I get a handful of questions from folks. So I figured I'd take a quick 5 minutes here and get that sorted for you. It's always, did I know about this new device? Have you heard about this new device? Because surprisingly, I have a video series on stuff like this, but I don't run around telling people, did you hear about the new device? Did you hear about the new watch, iPhone, iPad, Mac, whatever? But, so it's always, did I hear about it? And then the next question followed that is, should I get one? But they don't stop talking. They don't even put a comment in there. They realize who they're talking to, and then they say, are you getting one? What are you getting? Is sort of what it all merges into in one big long sentence. So, yeah, and of course, because the answer is always, yes, really, to all of them. They just haven't figured it out, I guess, when they ask me. So the big question here is justification. What justifies your move? Why should you go get the new one? Why do blogs say, if I have an iPhone X, I don't need the iPhone XS? But, I mean, your justifications are a personal, different thing. So I'm going to give you the way that I answer everyone that asked me this question. And I might just send this link to everybody that asked me the question instead of talking to them, but I probably won't do that. So if you have a smartphone today, assuming you don't have a smartphone, should you go get the iPhone XS? Probably not. Because the iPhone XR will cost a little bit less. If you don't know what you don't need to go into baller territory quite yet. You don't need to go get the luxury tier of Apple devices. You can stay away from it. If you have an iPhone X today, should you get the iPhone XS? That's like the $1 million question. And if you threw it in so my answer is, if you threw it in the trash, what would you miss the most? Just think about that for a second. Would you miss having this beautiful, shiny piece of glass in your hand that makes you look cool, that, it's the latest and greatest? And now, if you want to look that way, I think, I'm pretty sure the new Space Gray is a little bit darker. So you'd have to get the new Space Gray, or you'd have to get the gold if you want to look the latest and greatest. And you probably want to get the Max if you really want to get the greatest, the baller version. If you just want to look look hot, yeah, there you go, XS. But if you threw it away and you missed scrolling through miles of social media every day, okay, cool, I can save you about $950. Go on Craigslist, find an old Nokia Windows phone, buy that, be exceedingly happy in life. You will never fail. And please, I know that the camera on that phone stinks and your selfies are going to be horrible, and that's okay. For the amount of them you're probably taking, we're okay with that. Next, if it's battery life that you need, now, how quickly are you going through your battery? Because the XS actually has a smaller battery. So, although they say it's going to be more talk time and more usage time and all that stuff, then, yeah, that's great. I wouldn't necessarily go jumping and spending $1,000 for 30 minutes more battery life. If you want better pictures, yeah, cool. Next question then, how much is it worth to you? They've got 4K in the existing iPhone X. The new one does have some Super HDR capability. It's got some better depth of field. I mean, by now, if you've used iPhones for any period of time, you know that every time Apple snaps with an S upgrade, it's like, oh, you go and take a couple pictures and it's, man, these are some good pictures. Wow, whatever. So you're going to get better photos out of that product. The question is it worth $1,000 to you? No one can put a price on that stuff. The way I look at it as, the best camera in the world is the one you have on you right now. It's the one I have on me right now. I'm talking to it. You're never going to get a better camera than that. So if you're not complaining about something that your current device doesn't do now, then stay where you're at. Now, if you want better low light, you You want to get some of those, other features and stuff, yeah, then dive in for it. But it's all about the worthiness and the value to you as a consumer. Me personally, answering the part about what am I going to do, my answer is probably always going to be I'm going to buy it. Because when there's things that are not here a year from now, I will know that I did my damnedest to get a photo of them. I do take a lot of pictures too. I take way too many pictures and videos and random crap that I never go back and delete, but it's always fun to look at, right? So why not look at it on a bigger screen and better high quality for me? And I should clarify, this whole should I get a new phone thing, this isn't talking about the big screen device. This is really only like X to XS, or do I jump into the XS now, or is it worth waiting, or what am I doing? So I think to keep this thing short, I think you really need to think about what it is that you're after. What is it that you want differently? A lot of people just get consumed by the hype of getting a new device. They're super excited. Oh man, it's the launch day rush. It's Bluetooth isn't going to use as much battery. I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing that. You've got to think about how you use the device and if it matters to you. And I hate using the statement, if you've got the cash, burning a hole in your pocket, then go get it. I'm all for doing that. I mean, if there was no XS Max, would I be getting an XS? Yeah, I would. Why? Because I like to talk about this stuff, I guess. I mean, I would certainly be buying it for no other reason than investigative and comparison purposes. Would I still use it as my daily driver? Of course I would, because I'm trying to do this whole vlog thing. I mean, the vlog thing that exists mostly because I get a lot of people bugging me about stuff and they want my input. And I said, I'll do this YouTube thing while I'm driving. We'll see how that works. By the way, pretending to drive. This is actually in a sound stage. I've got a couple monitors around me. I Photoshop in my hand moving a wheel and some engine noises every now and then. I'm not actually operating a motor vehicle. That would be silly. But I guess that's the where I'll kind of leave it for now. I'm trying not to blabber too much today. I'm trying to keep it brief for you guys. I will report back tomorrow once I got the Max in hand. Okay, yeah, true, full disclosure, I did order an XS as well because I was afraid I wouldn't like the Max. So to answer your question, if you've watched this far in, yeah, I ordered an XS as like a backup plan. Will I probably return it without opening it? I imagine so. At this point I probably will, but I did still order one. So yeah, for me, I'm gonna do it. I want to. I want to do it, if for no other reason than to tell all those people that didn't do it why they shouldn't have, or why they should have if they wanted to. I think I'm going to end it there for today. I'll come back hopefully tomorrow with some first day impressions on the XS Max. Hope you'll tune in then. Thanks again for watching Commuting with Chris here on Battery Powered. I hope you have a great day. Be well, guys and girls.